Welcome back, beautiful people. We are at Deluxe Beauty Supply. This is a short video so I can introduce the next video. We are going to be talking about why you are not making any profits in your business. It's a continuation from last video. Let's go. Start on talking about the negatives in the business. That's why I'm sad. Beauty supply store has products. I'm talking about the shampoos, mousse, conditioner, oils, I can't even think, glue, sprays, dyes, grease, hair grease, palms, relaxers, all those things, your eco stylers and everything. Those are your products. They have no money. No money at all. I remember we were going through our finances with my husband the other day, and we had this particular day where we made a lot of sales, but then the profit, because we were looking at how much profit we made on that particular day, and the profit was so little. And he's like, are you sure, these numbers are okay? Because normally we get certain amount of profit when we do a certain amount of sale. So is there something here that I'm missing? And I just looked at it and said, could be this day we actually sold more products than hair. That's why we didn't get a lot of profits, because your products maximum you can get is like 30%, to be honest with you, maybe 35 if you go, and you cannot go even higher than 35% profit margin, because your price will be higher than your competitor and people will think your store is very expensive and stop coming to your store. So it's really tough for us. And then, I mean, when I was very new in this business, I actually considered not having products in the store. I was like, it's a waste of space. Why would I have all this space dedicated for just products and they don't even bring in the money? I mean, and I'm also talking like high-end products like the Design Essentials and Miel and the Talia Walid and Jackie's. Those are products that are high priced. They can be like $8.99, $9.99 an item, $12.99 an item, but this item you're only getting like $2, $3 profit. That's it. And you still need to cover other costs. There's electricity, gas, insurance, every other cost that you can think of. So just selling products is really going to be difficult for your business to make any profits. Okay. Other what I have seen with other beauty supply stores, because when I was getting ready to open this store, I actually did a lot of homework, and I went to these other stores, and I'm like, they have, you've entered a Korean owned store or a Arab owned store, and they have products, shelf full of products, and you're looking at that store and you're like, oh my gosh, it's so stocked, and you're like, this is what I'm gonna do. But when reality, when you're now in the system and you can see how it is, you're like, how are they even making any money? But then I realized, I'll give you an example. The rat tail combs. I'm sure you know what a rat tail comb is. Okay, I'll just throw a picture real quick. So that comb, some businesses sell two for $1. They're not making any money. Let me tell you, they're not making any money out of that rat tail comb. But when people come in to buy that comb, they're like, it's two combs for $1. They're like, this store is very cheap. This store, the items are very cheap, So with that mentality, they'll go buy the wigs and the other high priced items, the items that have good profits. They'll buy a lot of that because they think it's a good price. But it's the tactic that the management of these stores are doing. So for example, I sell I'm seeing a client walking in. So I sell that rat tail comb for 99 cents each, and I'm sure they look at me like, your store is very expensive. But I might consider changing that and just bite the bullet on getting any profit out of that comb if it can give me a better image. So you might also want to do something like that, but just keep that in mind. If you go to a store and their products are so cheap, these guys have decided, I'm not making any money on these products, I might as well just not get anything out of the products, but let me focus on selling the high priced profitable items. Okay, Another thing is, if you buy the products by the boxes, so you're buying like 48 pieces, you might be getting a better price because you're getting like a lower price because you're meeting certain minimum order quantities, so they give you a better, slightly better price, but it's really not that a big of a difference. Sometimes it's like 40 cents less per item. So for 40 cents to buy 60 pieces of a particular item, as a new store owner, it might not be worth it for you. Why is your store not profitable? Another thing that I'm not mentioning, and you're probably wondering why, is the braiding hair. The braiding hair, you can make money, but really not that much, because you cannot be priced more than your competitor. People are just going to complain. Braiding hair is always $4.99, maximum $5.99. You cannot really go more than that. I mean, if you go more than that, you're just stretching it, and people will stop buying braiding hair from you. But it's so hard to make any significant profit off braiding hair, because buying it as well needs you to buy in bulk. So you might have to buy like a carton of each color and each length. So that means you're buying 50 pieces of number one in 58 inch or 54 inch, number two 54 inch, another 50 pieces, another 50 pieces for number 1B, another 50 pieces for number 27, another 50 pieces for number 1B 27, another 50 pieces for number 1B 30. I mean, that's how you're going to purchase. So braiding hair will eat into your money, your startup costs a lot of money will be taken into just the braiding hair, and people are coming in just buying 1 pack, 2 packs. If it's a lot, they'll do maybe 4 packs, 5 packs. You'll probably be selling maybe 30, 10, 20, 30 max braiding pieces a day, but you have shells shells of braiding hair. So it's really not something that will be profitable very quickly. It's good to have braiding hair in your store, but it's gonna be very slow for you to make any money out of that. This business is also difficult to be profitable, just because of the cost associated in this kind of business. There's a lot of costs. This business, unfortunately, we get broken into, like we did get broken into last month. It was really difficult time for us. We had a boat up, and just today I received a bill for the guys who came to board the door for us when it was broken into, and they're charging us $850 just to put a board on your door. I cannot even imagine putting a board on your window, how much that would cost, because we just had the door broken into. It's crazy. It's crazy, to be honest with you. You need to prepare. So you need a security system. I will talk about how that happened, how we got robbed, broken into, and the thing that helped us was our security system. Our security system alarm goes off in 15 seconds. Once you enter the store, you have to go disarm it. It's hidden, you cannot find it. So these people that broke into the store could not find it, and they had to run away. That's the only thing that saved us. They could have wiped us clean. Really, it's scary, but you need to prepare. So have a security system. Costs money. Have insurance, because all those expenses, we have to bill them to the insurance. So you have to have insurance. You're gonna have to have CCTV. Unfortunately, this business, you're gonna get shoplifted. We've been shoplifted here a couple of times. There's the people who you least expect. Those are the ones who are shoplifting. The ones you're suspecting might not, but the ones you're not suspecting, those are the ones who are actually shoplifting from you. So CCTV, and more. There's heat, water, electricity. There is what else? There's just other costs. There's marketing. There's a lot of marketing costs. There's internet. There's phone bills. There's employees. We are looking to hire soon, so we'll be having employees. A lot of costs will be coming up. and those costs eats into your profits. So you really need to plan ahead how this business is gonna happen for you. What I've seen, many people that open businesses, they actually hire an employee, then go to their full-time job. They pick shifts that are crazy, so they pick like a very early shift, like a 5 a.m. to 1 p.m., and then they open their beauty supply store at like 11. So they hire someone from like 11 to around 1:30. Then they report to the business and take over and run the business until 7 p.m. Go home, wake up again 5 a.m., report to their normal job, because you have to keep a job and still keep this business to grow it for the first year, because first year you're gonna make losses. It's just, you have to be very frugal. If you can keep two jobs like that, you can have your full-time job and your business. You can be able to bail out your business when it needs money. Another alternative would be like the situation we have. We're surviving right now on one income, so my husband is footing up the bills for our home, our meals, everything, our car insurance, everything. And I can be able to sacrifice that time and be at the store full time. I'm not making any money off the store right now. I'm here just working free labor. I'm just putting my heart and soul into the business to grow it. So that's it. You don't expect to be making any money off your business. I know a friend of mine that I'll invite her one time to come and just share her experience, but they also had the same situation, and then business kind of picked up for them. So the husband left his job and they now run the business full time, just the two of them. And so I mean, that's a goal. So you gotta have to sacrifice, and then at some point where the business kind of starts to balance itself, you can now sustain yourself from the business, but don't expect that right away. If you decide to keep your job and hire an employee for your business, don't fully rely on the employee. I have struggled getting someone in the business. I have struggled to get an employee. I have a child. As you all know, I was pregnant when I got the store, so my child right now is about 15 months, 16 months in a couple of weeks. And I'm also struggling to find a babysitter so I can run the business. You get a babysitter, they show up for a month, they don't show up again, you're back to square one. I also have a salon space. Trying to hire a braider is a pain. You book a client, they don't show up, no call, no show. It's really hard to find labor right now. So be prepared. If you're trying to open your store and have an employee, it's gonna be very difficult to find help. We are trying right now to hire. We might be lucky, but it's been a hard journey to even just survive, That I probably mentioned as a good thing to make profit in your business is the terms that you get with your vendor, the COD terms. So if your business is not making money, you just pushed that check out. You had a check that you received items from your vendor. 30 days is coming up. It's now 30 days. You need to pay that check. Your business has not been making money. You're now having to find money from somewhere else to pay that check. And if that check and another check and another check starts to pile up, your business is now kind of in debt, and you might even end up being bankrupt, because you have all these products and hair in your shelves, but it's not selling and you're not making money and your checks are due. So don't expand too quickly just because you're getting terms, because those checks are gonna come up, and if you don't have that money and you don't have a backup plan where you can use your own employment money and put it into the business, it's going to be very, very difficult for your business. That's it. I feel like I've shared how this business can be profitable and how this business cannot be profitable, and you can use this information and make a wise decision. If you feel like you can take care of the negatives, then you're good to go ahead, open your store. We need more of black owned beauty supply stores out here. We need to take over the market. This is our business. This is our people. We have to be in the business for us, we cannot rely on other people coming and dominating what belongs to us. Okay, I did some of the mistakes that I just mentioned here, and our business went through a rough patch. Like I said, when we got broken into, we had all these unexpected expenses, and we had some COD checks that also became due, and it was a really tough time because we had to close down for about a week. Just we were opening a few hours a day. There was winter, there was really bad winter, and when the weather is bad, that's another thing. When the weather is bad, no one's gonna show up in your store, so those are days you'll end up making no sales, especially here in Chicago. When it snows, the roads are really bad, no one is getting out, everyone is staying home, everyone who's leaving work is heading straight home. So we have days where the weather is that bad, we make no sales or make sales less than $100. February was one of those tough months for us, and we really felt the pain in the business that we were like, you know what, I think we might have to close down because there is just so much. And then another thing is our rent went up by a couple of dollars, a lot. And just thinking about that and multiplying that by the like how much it went up in a year is just too much money. So there's all these things. When we did our due diligence, we thought we signed a good lease, but we actually signed a triple net lease. And so there's a few mistakes that we did for this business, and I think I'm gonna work on the mistakes that we did for this business that I wish we did different, and just talk about those mistakes so you don't end up making the same mistakes, because it was really significant for us. It was really like it's a huge mistake that you cannot afford to be making. And there's a lot of other things, you know, marketing mistakes. There's a lot of mistakes that you can do even though you think you're doing the perfect thing that needs to be done. If you want to hear that video too, you know, you can just let me know in the comments. I can also take care of that. And we are done. So I guess I will see you guys in the next video. Keep liking the videos, keep sharing with your friends, and if you have any specific personal questions, my inbox is open. Feel free to Facebook me, Instagram me. I'll answer as much as I can. I'm here to help you, and we're here in this together. Okay, we're here to make money. Let's go make money. All right, thank you so much for staying tuned on the Billax Beauty Supply channel, and I hope to see you guys in the next video. Bye bye.